So maybe this is the way he loses his base.
Speaking again of Donald Trump, I hate that that I had to cover this story because I'm so sick of hearing about Trump and Epstein. I knew he was on the fucking flight logs.
We all did.
Like, what the fuck?
We all knew. It was after the whole Epstein death. I'm not going to call it a suicide because honestly, I'm still on the fence at this point. But after the whole Epstein death, like we all knew Trump was a massive friend of Epstein. We have so many different photos of them together, and we have various communiques between them and things they've said about each other. They clearly had a pretty significant relationship of some type going on, whether it was purely business or, friendship of some kind. Honestly, I don't think it matters that much. They were clearly, pretty tightly connected. Obviously, whatever it was that Epstein was guilty of, many things, but he never got the trial. Trump was probably involved in that. And I actually just saw something today where there was some sort of, I don't remember much of the details, but there was like a quote from Trump about like, he was mad at Epstein for poaching a worker. Yeah. So like he poached her from Mar-a-Lago to his island. And I'm like, oh, okay.
It was like, they took this employee to the island and Donald says, and I told him, don't do that again, or you're not going to be allowed here anymore. And then he did it again. And he told him, you're not allowed here anymore. And it's like, come on, Don. Believe that shit.
Like, the only reason I have any interest in the Trump-Epstein thing is that is clearly something that has been getting more and more on the nerves of his base. And I don't think, for once, they're falling for his bullshit about it. I think they're actually, like, mad that he is doing all this shit to cover it up when, they were actually relying on him to release all that information. So maybe this is the way he loses his base. Maybe this is the way that, he and his cronies fall from power. I'm not like super hopeful on that point, but it's the only thing I've seen that seems to have the possibility actually there.